2, 1, bang.
A brand new year, a great time to make sure your vehicle has what it needs to give you the service you need. Take care of that with a visit to Master Battery. Cold weather is hard on your car's battery, so Master Battery wants to help you make sure your car will start every time. Right now, you get a free battery with any starter or alternator purchase with install, a free battery installation on AGM battery purchases for most cars, and a free NOCO 5-amp battery charger with any generator purchase. Master Battery, 2217 Callahan Drive, 865-947-1500.
Hello everyone, welcome to Union County High School, home of the Patriots, for this evening's District 4 Class AAA semifinal matchup between your Anderson County Mavericks and the Gibbs Eagles. My name's John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert and Daniel Collins, bringing the play-by-play and all the action of Maverick basketball. And Lambeau, the Mavericks coming in here, co-champions of District 4, the number 2 seed by virtue of a draw. However, the Mavericks, two-time defending district tournament champions, looking to make another trip to the district finals with a victory tonight over Gibbs.
Yeah, but we know it before. Excuse me. Well, we know this matchup before. It ain't gonna be. It's going to be a tough matchup. It's Brandon Dake, Zach Turner, part 3. But before we go previewing in the night's matchups, we want to give thanks to our sponsor for this game here, Master Battery out of Knoxville, Tennessee, owned by Mr. Mike Hammond. Managed by Mike Hammond, excuse me. My apologies.
Yeah, we certainly want to thank Mike Hammond, Master Battery, for sponsoring today's boys game. TWSAA charges a $200 streaming fee, and Mike's so generous to sponsor the Mavericks here tonight. He's the father of Kayla Craig, whose son is Hayden Craig, one of the top players in the district for Anderson County. Right now, about 6 minutes away from the tip-off for the boys' game, as you see down below. Earlier this evening, or this afternoon, the Anderson County Lady Mavericks advanced to the district tournament championship with a 45-40 victory over their rival, the Clinton Lady Dragons. And right now, the Mavericks looking to get back into the district championship. As I mentioned earlier, two-time district champions. They will take on the Gibbs Eagles. Gibbs with a record of 13-16 overall, and they are the number 3 seed, while Anderson County comes in with a record of 19-9, the number 2 seed in the district. So Lambeau, what's your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, I said it before, it's Brandon Dake, Zach Turner, part 3. And in my mind, it feels like a little bit of a personal feeling for the Mavericks. As many of you know, we have a all-district team, all-district honors at the end of the season, and Zach Turner was declared the Player of the Year for District 4 Class AAA over Brandon Dake. Someone may say that there's a little bit of controversy in the ballot selection. I know Brandon Dake doesn't care about the single awards; he cares about get his team to state, and we're glad for that. But in my mind, it feels like a revenge game for the Mavericks, in my opinion.
You're right, Lambeau. Both players, Zach Turner and Brandon Dake, both outstanding players in the district, and I thought Brandon Dake probably should have won it outright. At least got co-MVP, but heard through the grapevine there was some little voting irregalities. How you say that? But anyway, Mavericks just want to win here tonight and get back to the district tournament championship. These two teams played each other twice during the regular season. Of course, both games really competitive games. The first meeting was at the AC Corral, and the game was tied with 2 minutes to go, and Gibbs had the basketball. However, Anderson County went on to win that game 71-65, and then just a couple weeks later they played at Gibbs, and that game as well was sort of back and forth, and the Mavericks fell behind in the third quarter for come storming back in that third quarter to win 71-61. So when these two teams get together, it's usually highly competitive.
It's highly competitive between both teams that have a lot of history between one another, of course. Two caliber players of MVP stature in Brandon Day, Zach Turner. But you got to look at the rest of the big four for the Mavericks. Not only just Brandon Dake himself, but Hayden Craig, Ethan Nelson, Cam Lawson. That's the big four. I look for them to play competitive basketball offensively as they are. Defensively, we don't know. We know everybody can play at least a ground of defense. Defense wins championships. And if any way the Mavericks want to get back to that district tournament championship again, defense, in my opinion, wins games.
Yeah, it makes the Mavericks offense go, especially with their 2-2-1 full court press, forcing turnovers, and getting out in transition, and getting some easy buckets. Gibbs coming in here. They played last night. They defeated they defeated Cumberland Gap 83-55. 83-55 to advance in the semifinals here, as that was a do-or-die game for Gibbs last night. And so they are playing on less than 24 hours rest. But
yeah, no rest for the weary when you're in this district tournament, especially for Gibbs. Playing back-to-back games, no easy thing to do.
Right, and the Mavericks have had a week off. Their last game was last Friday against Northview Academy, as they won that game by 22 points, if I'm not mistaken. And the Mavericks come in here winners of 3 in a row with wins over Cumberland Gap, South Dole, and Northview Academy. So the Mavericks are well rested.
Yeah, much well-rested team. Then Gibbs, as mentioned before, Gibbs playing last night, just 24 hours ago, with a win over the Cumberland Gap Panthers. And they want to continue their season on. But they're already alive for a region tournament berth. And I know for Coach Aaron Large, that is a huge accomplishment for him in his second year as the head coach of the Gibbs Eagles.
Certainly is, and a big game here as well. The winner of this will go to the district championship and assure themselves of a home game in the first round of the region coming up. I believe that will be next Saturday night. So right now we'll turn it over to the PA announcer and Brandon Lambert for the lineups.
Before we go any further, we're going to have a playing of our national anthem. National anthem done here at Union County High School. We'll also have the be honoring the all-district members of the all-district team for Anderson County. Of course, Gibbs played last night. They had theirs honored yesterday, so we're gonna turn our attention to the Maverick all-district honors. Brandon Dake, first team all-district.
Second team all-district,
Cam Lawson.
Second team all-district,
Ethan Nelson, second team all-district. And now the starting lineup for the Gibbs Eagles.
It's time for our starting lineup. First for our guests, the Gibbs Eagles. At center, number 1, the 6'3" junior,
6'3" junior, number 1, Chase Norman.
and guard number 3, a 5'10" senior, Zach Turner.
Zach Turner, number 3, a senior.
5'9" senior, Brady Hughes.
Brady Hughes, number 5, a senior.
Number 20, a 6'1" senior, Dalton Tipton.
Senior number 20, Dalton Tipton.
Also a guard number 23,
And junior number 23, Caleb LaFleur. Head coach for Gibbs is Aaron Large, assisted by Timothy Hurst and Austin Marsh.
All right.
And now the starting lineup for the host Mavericks, the number 2 seed. Ethan Nelson, number 1, 5'10" senior. 6' sophomore, number 3, Cam Lawson. 6' senior, number 5, Trent Strickland. 6'2" senior, number 11, Hayden Craig. And 6'3" senior, number 15, Brandon Dake. Head coach for the Mavericks, Jordan Jeffers, assisted by Jordan Shipley and Tony Lambert.
As we get ready to tip this game off, brought to you by Mike Hammond of Master Battery. We'd like to thank Mike Hammond for sponsoring Maverick basketball here in the tournament. So right now, Hayden Craig's going to jump it off with Chase Norman of Gibbs as these two teams get together once again. Third time this season. Mavericks won the first 2 meetings. Throw it out the window. It's tournament time. Survive this one, and you go to the district championship. Anderson County wins the tap, and Craig takes it to the basket. Shot up, blocked by Norman. And he comes out of there with it. Norman had a big game against Anderson County in the last meeting. And then Turner to the basket.
Charging foul on Zach Turner. So no bucket.
Yeah, wipe it off the board as Turner commits the offensive foul. Here's the Mavericks with the basketball now. Craig. As Gibbs comes out, man-to-man, swings it over to Strickland. Here's Lawson now driving in the paint. Nice dish to Craig. Passes up a shot to Strickland. This shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Zach Turner of Gibbs.
Honestly, I think Craig would have been just fine taking the bucket instead of not passing it up on a golden opportunity. And Norman loses handle of the ball, out of bounds. Still remains Gibbs basketball.
0-0, no score here in the first minute of play. Good crowd on hand for the Mavericks, as they also had a big crowd for the Lady Mavs. And Gibbs scores the first basket. That's Brady Hughes with a layup, and it's 2-0 Gibbs. Anderson County had a big shooting performance in the last meeting against the Eagles as Nelson misses a 3. Strickland with the rebound. Now Lawson a 3, rims out, no good. Rebound Norman. Chase Norman, a lefty, gets it up to Brady Hughes. Hughes now gets it to Dalton Tipton, back to Turner. Turner being guarded by Nelson. Swings it back over to Brady Hughes, guarded by Brandon Dake. Hughes back up top. Chase Norman dribbles it off his foot. Luckily, Hughes there to pick it up. Here's Tipton with it, looking for an opening. Gets it in deep, nowhere to go. Back out to Hughes. Hughes now will drive. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Dake and Norman. And they are tied up. And possession error will go to Gibbs. There's number 2, Judson Ayer, 6'4" senior, checking in for Anderson County, replacing Brandon Dake. Zach Turner with the basketball. Now he'll drive. Tough shot up, no good. Good defense, Anderson County. Here comes Strickland out of there with it.
Real good defense right there by Strickland as Nelson guns a 3. Swish! Ethan Nelson with the first points for the Mavericks in the district tournament. 3-2. Mavericks with the lead.
Yeah, Nelson giving the Mavericks their first lead, 3-2. Here in the left corner now, Tipton. Swings it over. Caleb LaFleur is getting the start tonight for Gibbs. Here's LaFleur with it. He can shoot the 3. He does. And knocks it down. Caleb LaFleur had a big game against AC in the last meeting. Pass, nice pass from Craig to Ayers. Misses inside, gets it back. And a jump ball, and it'll be
Anderson County basketball.
So a great pass by Hayden Craig. Ayers just could not get it to go down, and Brandon Dake will check back in for Judson Ayers.
Lee Wolisick in for Gibbs.
Coach Jeffers checking Dake out there for a minute, leading scorer for the Mavs, giving him a little bit of advice. Now Dake back in to the game. Lawson for 3. It's good.
Cam Lawson, Cam, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Makes it 6-5, Anderson County.
Back-to-back threes by the Mavericks, Nelson and Lawson.
Number 10, Reed Daniel in for number 20, Dalton Tipton.
As I mentioned earlier, Anderson County had 14 made threes in that win over Gibbs a couple of weeks ago at Gibbs. In the first meeting, Anderson County made 10 threes, so they've shot the ball extremely well from outside as
Lee Wolisick with the 3.
Lee Wallace,
8-4,
just checking
8-6.
into the game, knocks down a 3. 8-6. Gibbs leads. 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Dake powers his way inside, shot blocked. Controlled by the Eagles. Here's Turner with it. Nice move, turnaround jumper is good.
Turner with the first field goal of the night. Inside the paint, inside the perimeter, and it's 10-6 Gibbs, leading by 4.
Dake yet to score. Tough shot. Good defense by Gibbs, and here is Turner. And he's going to be fouled from behind by Strickland. I believe that's who they got.
Yep, they got Strickland.
So Dylan Hopper, number 12, 6-foot senior, checks in for Anderson County to replace Trent Strickland. Gibbs with the basketball under their own basket. They lead 10-6, 3:36 to play. Lob inside or outside to Norman. He takes it inside and scores.
Charge.
But another offensive basket wiped off the board for the Eagles. So it will be Anderson County basketball, 10-6. Gibbs leads, 3:30 to play in the first quarter. Mavericks running a little weave up top. Here is Dake now. Three-pointer, it's good.
Brandon Dake with the 3, gets on the board, 10-9, Gibbs leading by 1.
Brandon Dake, remember Lambeau, he had 22 points in the first quarter here at Union County in his last appearance here. So this is a gymnasium he likes to shoot. And missed shot that time. by Daniel. Here comes Nelson out there with it, gets it to Craig. Tried to get it to Hopper, bounces off the Gibbs player off the backboard. Craig guns a three, no good. Rebound Norman. Norman's got 3 early rebounds, controlling the boards for the Eagles. Turner tries to drive. He's going to be cut off by
Lawson, and he's fouled by Lawson.
It's going to be the Mavericks' second team foul. Both teams with 2 here in the quarter. As Brady Hughes checks back in for Reed Daniel. Turner guarded by Hopper. 3-pointer is good. You can't give him much space.
You cannot give that much space on available space for Turner. He'll make you pay if you do.
Hopper gave him just enough to get that shot off, and it's 13-9 Gibbs. Lawson now kicks the right wing to Dake. Works his way inside. Shot off the glass is good. And Brady Hughes is down. And the official finally calls a official timeout. As Dake made a tough shot, Gibbs wanted to charge on Dake. They've had 2 offensive baskets wafted off. They wanted one on the Mavericks, did not get it. Brady Hughes is a tough kid. He's a catcher for the Gibbs Eagles. He's a solidly built young man. He's okay. Walks off to the bench, and it's 13-11. Gibbs leading Anderson County by 2. 2:13 to play. Mavericks now set up in 2-2-1 full court press. Wolisic over to Turner. Turner back to Wolisic. Mavericks fall back into man-to-man defense. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Gibbs leads by 2. Turner to the basket. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. Wolisic will check out. Brady Hughes back into the game. Gibbs has led the whole way, set a 3-2 lead briefly on the Ethan Nelson 3 for AC. Here's Norman. Gets it to Hughes. Their shot is good.
Brady Hughes.
Hughes got 4. Gibbs leads by 4. 15-11, minute 35 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Nelson with it. And Nelson.
They're going to call charge on Nelson.
Nelson threw that elbow out there. He got caught. And Nelson will check up, being Trent Strickland back in for the Mavericks. 15-11. Gibbs leads by 4. Minute 28 to play here in the first quarter. Norman gets it to Turner. He scores, and he's fouled. And it's 17-11 now. Gibbs and Turner will go to the line, try to complete a 3-point play.
Lawson picks up his second, and that's the Mavericks team. That's the Mavericks' 4th foul. Anderson County in a little bit of foul trouble. Turner and one is good. 18-11 Gibbs.
That's their biggest lead. Minute 15 to play here in the first. Dake slips, maintains his dribble. Craig now with it. Right wing, Hopper guns a 3, shot short, no good. Rebound battle for controlled by Gibbs. And a foul from behind on Brandon Dake. So that will be the 5th foul on AC, and Gibbs will go to the free throw line for the bonus.
Yeah, can't do that kind of play there. That's you got to be careful of your surroundings. Brady Hughes, two free throws at the line. First one is no good. Rattles in and out. Checking in, number 42 is Seth Sieber. Sieber, a sophomore. Hughes, second free throw. Good. 19-11 Gibbs.
Under a minute to play here in the first. Gibbs on a 6-0 run. Craig misses a shot inside.
And a blocking foul.
Got Sieber.
Bit of a late whistle, but still got the call.
Hayden Craig go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Craig yet to score in the game. Senior first free throw, no good. Gibbs doing a good job thus far controlling the flow of the game as Craig gets the bounce on the second one. It's 19-12. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
7-point lead for the Mavericks. Sieber to Turner. Too much space available, and Turner drives it in. 21-12.
He got a step. Here's Lawson. Throws it away, picked up by Turner. Here's Zach Turner, goes down and lays it in, and Gibbs leads 23-12.
That's an 11-point lead now for Gibbs. Craig with the ball.
15 seconds to go here in the first. Craig backing down Sieber. Dake for 3. Shot short, no good. Controlled by Gibbs. 5 seconds. Turner from half court. It's no good. And that's in the first quarter with your score. The Gibbs Eagles 23, the Anderson County Mavericks 12. And Lambeau, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, the Mavericks off to a slow start. Maybe a little bit of, maybe a little jitters possibly, or who knows. But right now, Gibbs playing great basketball right now this first quarter.
Yeah, Anderson County's had a week off. Gibbs played last night, so the Mavericks will have to pick it up here a little bit. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Be back for the second quarter. You're watching AC Basketball on the Maverick Media, brought to you by Master Battery of Knoxville. Welcome back into Union County High School. Great host for this District 4 Class AAA tournament as Gibbs leads Anderson County 23-12 after the first quarter of play. Mavericks down by 11. They've been down to Gibbs before. See what the Mavericks can do here in the second quarter. Here's Norman backing down Strickland. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Craig. Strickland with it now. Back to Craig. Left corner, Lawson 3. Swish.
Cam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Cam Lawson opens up the scoring in the second quarter. 23-15, Gibbs.
That's Cam's second 3 of the game. He's got 6. The Mavericks' fourth 3 of the night. Turner, pull up. It's no good. Rebound, Craig. Craig with the crossover dribble. Spots an open Strickland. Drives in the paint. Lays it up short. Dake with the rebound. No good. He's fouled from behind.
Foul from behind. I believe it may be Turner. Nope, it's Norman with the foul. No, Reed Daniel picks up the foul, excuse me.
Brandon Dake go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. The Mavericks 1 of 2 in the first quarter from the charity stripe. Dake knocks it down. He's got 6 points. Dylan Hopper checks in for Cam Lawson. So it's Hopper, Nelson, Dake, Craig, and Strickland on the court for Coach Jordan Jeffers Mavericks. Dake gets them both. And the Mavericks score the first 5 points of the second quarter, cut the lead down to 6, 23-17, under 7 minutes in the second quarter. Turner's trapped, and a timeout called by Coach Aaron Large. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. As Anderson County down by 11 after 1 and got it down to 6, Lambeau.
Yeah, they've woken up in this second quarter here after being down by 11 points. I'm hoping something in that first quarter break from Coach Gibbs woke this team up a bit.
I'm sure he got their attention. And down in your thoughts on the game thus far.
Anderson County has not shot the ball the greatest, that's for sure. You stop, I've said it on the way over here, John, you stop 3, you stop Turner, you win the game. That's all it is.
And right now they've really not been able to stop him. Zach Turner had 12 points in the first quarter for Gibbs. 12 of their 23 points. So here's Turner with the basketball. Yeah, he's a scoring machine. Turner to the basket. Shot is good. And he draws the foul.
Turner with the bucket and the foul on Dylan Hopper. His first, team's first. Zach Turner shoot 2 at the free throw line, or shoot the and 1, excuse me, as Cam Lawson will come in for Hopper.
Turner's got 14. He had 19 in the last meeting against Anderson County. In the first meeting, he had 27. Top scorer in Knoxville gets the three-point play. 26-17, Eagles back up by 9. As the Mavericks regroup on this possession. Inside now to Dake. Double team, back to Craig. Mavericks trying to get it inside. Dake thought about a 3, could not get it off. Lawson now back up top to Dake, guarded by Daniel. Craig, they're giving him that 3, but he likes to drive, and he does on Norman. Up and under, shot, what a move.
Tough shot right there by Craig, but he able to get that in. 26-19.
A good defense by Norman, but Craig able to make a great move with the up and under. Mavericks got it back down to 5 once again. Your pass comes over now to Chase Norman. Gets it to Turner. And almost a steal. It is a steal by Craig. Comes out of there with it. Top of the key. Nelson for 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by Reed Daniel.
And deep pass to Wolasek. He's going to get bumped by Craig out of bounds. But they're going to call the foul on Craig.
Gibbs quickly gets it up court that time. Wolasek wide open. Mavericks got back. And Craig commits the foul. His first, team second. Here, 5:19 to play here in the second quarter. Gibbs on top. They've only trailed once. That was 3-2. Turner, step back, jumper is good. Zach Turner is tough. He's got 17. And Gibbs leads once again by 9, 28-19. And there's a steal by Wolasek.
Bad pass by Craig led to the Wolasek steal.
Here's Turner with the ball. Cut off by Strickland. Back up top now to LaFleur. And LaFleur is going to be bumped by Nelson. He's going to shoot 2.
Nelson with his second foul, team third. It'll send Caleb LaFleur to the free throw line for 2 free throws. First free throw from LaFleur is good. 10-point lead, 29-19, Gibbs.
Gibbs 4 or 5 from the free throw line thus far in the game. As Craig takes a seat. Replaced by Lawson, check back in. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Judson Ayers. Correction, that was Judson Ayers that just checked back into the Maverick lineup. So Mavericks down by 10. Here's Dake. Guarded by Daniel, backing him down. And Wolosek reaches in to tie him up.
Jump ball and possession arrow still remains Anderson County's.
Good defense by Wolosek as Dake spun. He was right there to reach in, tie him up, and Brandon Dake will get a rest as Hayden Craig checks back in. Mavericks down by 10. 4:27 to play here in the second quarter. Strickland inbounds to Lawson. Gibbs really fired up here tonight. And the Mavericks trying to beat the Eagles for the third time this season. Here is Craig. Cut off, gets it to Lawson. Lawson a little pull up in the paint. Will not go. Rebound to LaFleur. Zach Turner, a little underhand pass up. This is LaFleur cut off.
Travel.
Turnover on the Eagles, only the second turnover of the game for the Gibbs Eagles. Gibbs comes in 13-16 overall, number 3 seed out of District 4. Anderson County 19-9, number 2 seed and co-champions of District 4. And Hopper tries to drive, dribbles off his foot, out of bounds.
I think that went off a Reed Daniel, I believe, but again, can't argue the call.
Another turnover on the Mavericks unofficially. I have them with 3 turnovers. 3:40 to play. Gibbs leading by 10, 29-19. Norman, left corner, LaFleur, 3, no good. Craig with a one-hand rebound. Ball gets loose. Judson Ayers and Wolosek battled for it. And they're going to give it to AC. They have got a break there, Lambeau.
Got a big break right there. Can they capitalize, though? That's the thing.
Yep, started out the quarter good. Had the lead down to 5 after trailing by 11 after 1. Gibbs now back up by 9. Here is Strickland to the basket. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Chase Norman. Gets it Zach Turner. And palming the basketball is whistled on Zach Turner.
I found these laying down there. So sometimes can you announce that we found a pair of glasses?
Go down to the PA now. Go down to the PA table.
And we got a 30-second timeout on the floor taken by the Mavericks. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Your score is Gibbs 29, Anderson County 19. We'll be right back watching AC basketball on the Maverick Media, brought to you by Mike Hammond of Master Battery.
A brand new year, a great time to make sure your vehicle has what it needs to give you the service you need. Take care of that with a visit to Master Battery. Cold weather is hard on your car's battery, so Master Battery wants to help you make sure your car will start every time. Right now, you get a free battery with any starter or alternator purchase with install, a free battery installation on AGM battery purchases for most cars, and a free NOCO 5-amp battery charger with any generator purchase. Master Battery, 2217 Callahan.
Welcome back in Union County High School. District tournament semifinals between Anderson County and Gibbs. Mavericks down by 10. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Gibbs got the first basket. They only trailed once at 3-2. They led by 11 after 1 quarter. Craig shoots a 3, shot no good. Mavericks have gone cold here. And quickly up court comes the Eagles. And there's a 3 taken by Cameron Bates, who's just checked in. Norman gets a putback, he misses, and there's a foul on Gibbs. And the foul, who did he get, Lambeau?
Chase Norman with the foul. It's going to be his team second foul.
So 2:35 to play in the second quarter. Mavericks been stuck on 19 for a bit. Inside to Craig. An open Strickland. Back up top to Dake. They won't give Dake, hardly give him a shot. Won't give him a clean look. There's Craig with it. Tried to bounce it to Hopper, throws it away. Turnover number 4 on the Mavericks as a basket on the other end by Cameron Bates. And the Eagles have their biggest lead now at 12, 31-19. Lawson, his pass deflected and stolen by Turner. Turner now will take it to the basket. Shot blocked by Dake. And Wolasek comes crashing for the offensive rebound, and a foul is whistled on the Mavericks. Number 12, Dylan Hopper. So Lee Wolasek, a junior, will go to the free throw line for 2 shots with this team up by 12. Minute 42 to play here in the first half. And here's some substitutions coming in. They're going to allow this as Ethan Nelson, number 1, Justin Bunch, number 4. Bunch getting his first action tonight. Also for Gibbs, number 42, Seth Sieber checks in for Chase Norman. Minute 42 to play in the second quarter. Gibbs by 12. Shot up, free throw, no good by Bates. He gets 1 out of 2. The Mavericks with the basketball. Minute 30 down by 12. Gibbs man-to-man defense. Ethan Nelson to Craig. Craig now on the left block. Lays it up and in. Nice,
got that one.
Nice move by the senior
Huge.
Craig.
Right there by Craig. Cuts the lead within 10.
31-21. Minute to play here in the second quarter. Turner. Spot up 3 is good.
Turner, another 3. And it's 34-21. Gibbs.
Turner's
lead.
got 20 points here in the first half. Dake. Lawson, he'll gun a 3. It
That's
goes.
good.
Big three-pointer by Cam Lawson. His third triple of the night gets it back down to 10, 34-24.
That's a nice response for Turner's three-pointer, and a pass stolen. Ethan Nelson, he is fouled by Reed Daniel.
Good defense by Nelson, getting out in the passing lane, deflecting it, and comes up with the steal. That's 3 fouls on Gibbs. Second foul on Reed Daniel. 22 seconds to play. Maverick basketball down by 10. Trying to chop into this lead before halftime. Cam Lawson inside to Dake. Dake surrounded every time he gets the ball. Bunch works his way loose. Jumper up, no good. Gets it back. Follow up at the buzzer. Would not go. And that's the end of the second quarter with your score. Gibbs 34, Henderson County 24. And Lambo, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, consider pretty much this being the Zach Turner show. He's been cooking from outside, inside, wherever he may be. You cannot let Turner open, and the Mavericks, too much space given up to Turner.
So the Mavericks will go to the dressing room, try to figure out a way to stop one Zach Turner. And right now we'll take a little break. We'll tally up the numbers and come back with the scoring. You're watching Maverick basketball on the Maverick Media, sponsored by Master Battery.
A brand new year, a great time to make sure your vehicle has what it needs to give you the service you need. Take care of that with a visit to Master Battery. Cold weather is hard on your car's battery, so Master Battery wants to help you make sure your car will start every time. Right now, you get a free battery with any starter or alternator purchase with install, a free battery installation on AGM battery purchases for most cars, and a free NOCO 5-amp battery charger with any generator purchase. Master Battery, 2217 Callahan Drive, 865-947-1500.
Welcome back into Union County High School as the Anderson County Mavericks trail at halftime to the Gibbs Eagles 34 to 24. Gibbs led 23-12 after the first quarter. Anderson County outscored Gibbs by 1 in the second, 12-11. Had the lead down to 5 at one point, but Gibbs able to retake control and build it back up to 9, and they lead here by 10 at halftime. So right now, Brandon Lambert's got the scoring for the first half.
For the Mavericks, led in scoring by Cam Lawson with 9 points, 3 threes in the game. Brandon Dake with 7 points, 1 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Hayden Craig with 5 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Ethan Nelson with 3 points on 1 3-pointer. Mavericks 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 threes in the game. For Gibbs, I said it before and I'll say it again, Zach Turner is going to be the man to beat. 20 points with 2 threes in the game, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Brady Hughes with 5 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Caleb LaFleur with 4 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Lee Wolostek with 3 points on 1 3-pointer. Cameron Bates with 1 point. And John, I think he may only have, Caleb LaFleur, he may have only 1 point. Dalton Tipton shot the 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah, I thought I missed a point there somewhere. I'm going to let you call that, Lambeau. So Tipton has 1.
He has a 3-pointer. So not LaFleur.
Okay. Thank you.
Overall, the Mavericks 5 of 8. Gibbs 5 of 8 from the free throw line with 4 threes in the game.
Yeah, it's been the Zach Turner show thus far for Gibbs here in the first half. He had 12 in the first quarter, added 8 more there in the second period. He's just hard to stop, Lambeau. You know, he's the point guard. He's pretty much got the ball in his hands for Coach Aaron Large, and you know, he's district MVP. You know, he's not MVP for nothing. So he won MVP last year. He's just an outstanding player, one of the outstanding players in Knoxville, and he's going to Milligan to further his education and his college career. But, you know, Anderson County, they're going to have to pick it up here a little bit. Daniel Collins noticed that Coach Jordan Jeffers did not go into the locker room there for a little bit after the second period had ended. So maybe he's letting the boys think about it a little bit, and maybe assistant coach Tony Lambert took over there and get them fired up.
Yep. Knowing Coach Tony Lambert, I know he gets the football guys fired up. And I know he probably got those guys fired up as well.
Yes, sir. And we get ready to start the third quarter. It'll be Gibbs basketball. Thank everyone for watching. I'd also like to thank Mike Hammond of Master Battery for sponsoring the Mavericks game here tonight. As we start the third quarter, Gibbs up by 10. And a steal by Ethan Nelson. Quickly up ahead to Brandon Dake, and he lays it up for 2.
Brandon Dake with the bucket to go. 8-point lead for Gibbs. 34-26.
That's the start you want for the Mavericks. Here comes Reed Daniel back with it. Norman for 3 in the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by Trent Strickland. The Mavericks running. Here's Nelson. Spots an open Lawson for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Hayden Craig on the board.
Nice rebound. Hayden Craig was ready for that one. 34-28, stripped away. Trent Strickland to Brandon Dake, lays it up and in. And Coach Aaron Lard going to call a full timeout. There's the wake-up call this Maverick team wanted.
You're exactly right, Lambeau, and we'll have to check, see what Tony Lambert said to him or fed him there at halftime, but that's the start we wanted. And Daniel Collins, he played for Coach Lambert.
Yeah, I can tell you what Coach TL said in the locker room. It probably wasn't too pretty, but I can tell you after this 6-0 run, the first person that was on the court for Anderson County, Tony Lambert. He was out there getting those guys going. If there's one thing Coach Lambert does, it's motivate his team.
There's a reason why he's a defensive coordinator for a long time, and Anderson County, and of course a great defensive coach back in his days of coaching at Oneida for many years.
Yeah, If I was a betting man, I would bet that Coach Lambert had a few things to say to the team.
I would say that's why Coach Jeffers was out here and Lambert was in there.
So a great start for the Mavericks here in the third quarter. It's 34-30. And Turner throws it away.
What was he thinking?
Nobody broke for it, and Dake tracks it down. So the Mavericks got the ball. Turner was trying to throw a home run pass, but the receiver must have fell down or run the wrong route. Anyway, Anderson County basketball. Dake, deep three, shot short. He gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Craig. Craig a fire three. No good. Turner tracks down the rebound. So the Mavericks misfire on a couple of threes. Here's LaFleur, turn around, shot would not go. Rebound at Strickland. Nice outlet up to Lawson. Into the paint. He is fouled. And the Maverick fans starting to pick it up too, feeding off this Maverick energy to start the third quarter. The winner of this game will play the winner of the next game in the district championship between the Clinton Dragons and the Union County Patriots. Cam Lawson, first free throw is good. Lawson now in double figures with 10. 6-foot sophomore. Second team all district selection. Second free throw is good.
Brady Hughes enters the game for Gibbs.
And just like that, Mavericks had the lead down to 2. Daniel Collins said before we went back on the air, he said, we're only down by 10. I said, you're right, just 5 buckets. Right now the Mavericks have made it all but 1 bucket up. And a steal picked up by Craig. Here comes the Flying Dutchman. Nice feed to Dake for 2, and he misses. And here comes that Turner out of there with it. He's going to be fouled by Hayden Craig. You don't see Brandon Dake miss many of those. And the foul on Craig. Picks up his second foul. First foul of the quarter. And number 2, Lee Wolosick, checks in for Gibbs, replacing Caleb LaFleur. Here's Reed Daniel with the basketball. As a Mavericks, he can really picking up the intensity on the defensive end. Pass comes open to Norman. Layup is good.
Yeah, no mistake right there by Norman. Gets open to the rim. He'll make you pay.
That's Norman's first basket of the game. He had 18 in the last game against Anderson County. Here is Craig now. As Gibbs in that man-to-man. Lawson in the corner for 3, no good, in and out. Rebounded by Gibbs. 36-32 Gibbs. 5:28 to play, to steal by Craig, and he lays it in.
We'll take a layup any way we can. 36-34, nice steal right there by Hayden Craig.
Hayden Craig known for his dunks. That time smartly just laid it in. Reed Daniel gets it to Wolosick. It's 3, no good. Rebounded by Dake. Dake gets it to Strickland. Gibbs fans wanted to walk, and a charge has been called.
Late charge. That's got to.
Who was that on? Hayden Craig. Daniel Collins picked that up. It must have been away from the basketball.
It was just a push. Hayden tried to set a screen. Instead of setting the screen, he just pushed in the back.
So the third foul on Craig. That's not good. As Craig will check it back out, replaced by number 2, senior Judson Ayers. Inbound basketball, Gibbs with it. Turner gets it to Norman, working on Ayers.
Charge on Norman. Johnny Ayers takes the brunt of the charge.
Good job by the senior Ayers. 36-34. Gibbs lead. The Mavericks can't tie. And a loose ball, scramble, and a blocking foul is going to be called on the Eagles. Fouls on number 10. That's Reed Daniel.
Blocking foul.
That's going to be his third. The ball was loose. Players for both teams are fighting for it. Daniels got called for a foul. Gibbs fans do not like it. That's the third team foul on the Eagles. 4:48 to play. And has anybody noticed, Zach Turner's not scored here in the third quarter.
That's real interesting right there. Turner not on the scoreboard in the second half so far.
That's part of the Mavericks' intensity here in the third quarter. Really picking it up, forcing Gibbs into 3 turnovers here in the third quarter. So now they've sorted it out. We'll get back to live action. 36-34 Gibbs, 4:45 to play here in the third quarter. District tournament semifinal. Mavericks 2-time district tournament champions, going for a three-peat. Got to get there first. Here's Lawson, little floater, no good. Ayers tried to get the rebound over the back, did not call it. Here comes Daniel. Daniel now loses the ball. And
Baseline,
he steps
baseline.
on the baseline. Another turnover on the Eagles. We got delay of game warning on Gibbs.
It's going to be maybe possessed on Coach Aaron Large at Gibbs. Still arguing. Looks like he may still be arguing that. Oh yeah, shot the ball. You can't do that.
All right, here we go. 36-34. Gibbs leads your Mavericks by 2. Mavericks looking to take their first lead since it was 3-2. Strickland over to Dake. Craig with it up top. Working on Norman, gets it to Nelson, back to Dake. Mavericks being patient offensively. There's Strickland with it. Dake, 3, no good. Craig with the rebound. Nelson, nice pump fake. Here's Craig, and his pass is deflected out of bounds. Looks like
Turner got the hand on it.
ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Anderson County as number 14, sophomore Cameron Bates checks in for the Eagles. Ethan Nelson to inbounds, 3:29 to play here in the third quarter. 36-34, Anderson County trails. Nelson for 3 in the corner, no good, rebounded, controlled by Lawson. Bates had it and lost it. Nelson now, his shot up, it goes.
Ethan Nelson with the bucket. He ties the game at 36. The Mavericks are back.
3:10 to play here in the third. Here is Strickland on Turner. Turner, as I mentioned, yet to score in the third quarter. He had 20 points at halftime. Here's Norman. Gets it to Daniel. Tough shot. Will not go. Rebounded by Craig, but could not corral it. And it goes out of bounds.
Deflected it out of bounds. Hopper and Ayers back into the game, replacing Strickland and Craig.
2:53 to play here in the third quarter. We're all knotted up. 36-36. Gibbs led by 10 at halftime. Here's Turner, guarded by Hopper, and he's going to be called for a blocking foul. So Dylan Hopper is going to pick up his third foul. Team third. So both teams now with 3 team fouls. Turner to inbounds for Gibbs, gets it into Norman. Norman working on Dake. Shot up inside, no good. Rebound, Ayers. Nelson with it. He's got a step. He will take it to the basket, and he will draw the foul.
Two free throws for Ethan Nelson. Coming up. And the foul on Chase Norman. That's his fourth. Big key right there.
That is huge. If I recall correctly, he fouled out against Anderson County in the home game at the AC Corral. So here's Ethan Babyface Nelson at the line. Free throw, no good.
Seth Sieber will come in the game for Chase Norman.
Nelson named to the second team all-district selection for the senior. He give his team the lead, and he does.
Only by one, 37-36.
2:31 to play. Another deep pass. Turner catches this one, drives on Ayers, gets it to go. And Turner gives his team the lead once again. He'll go to the line to try to complete a three-point play. They called Judson Ayers with the body foul. That's a tough call on Ayers. Did all he could do that time. As Craig checks back in for Judson. Judson picks up his first foul. Craig back in. Team fouls tied at 4. Turner, free throw, no good. Rebound, Craig. Nelson now. Turner went for the steal. Gets it back. Nelson. Hopper. Right corner, Craig. They're giving him that three. He'd rather drive, and he does.
Better move, in my opinion. Hayden Craig gets that one to go. Mavericks lead. 39-38. Turner drives, no good. Out of bounds. Maverick basketball.
And Turner can't believe it. Not sure what he wanted, but it'll be Anderson County basketball. They lead 39-38 as Hayden Craig now in double figures with 11 points. Hopper checks out. And Strickland back in for AC. Minute 55 to play here, third quarter. Nelson guarded by Turner. He's got quick hands and he deflects it away from Nelson. And a turnover on the Mavericks, and Nelson's going to get called for a foul. And a holding foul. So that's the 5th foul on Anderson County, so Gibbs will shoot the bonus as Nelson picks up his 3rd foul. So the Mavericks getting in a little foul trouble. Nelson and Craig both with 3. Free throw by Seth Sieber is good. As Dylan Hopper checks back in, he's got 3 as well. 39-39, minute 42 to play. The sophomore Sieber free throw is good. He gives his team the lead once again, 40-39. The Mavericks quickly up court. Gibbs really packing it in inside. Here's Craig working on Sieber with the left hand. It goes.
Hayden Craig, nice layup. Gets that one in, 41-40. Mavericks back in front.
Craig's got 8 points here in the quarter. 13 for the game. Reed Daniel shot, no good. Rebound, Brandon Dake.
He's fouled by Sieber.
Fouled.
Foul on Seth Sieber. That's going to be his 2nd. And that'll send the Mavericks to the free throw line.
Yeah, the Mavericks now in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus. Minute 14 to play here in the 3rd. 41-40. Anderson County, their biggest lead has been 1. Dake makes.
2-point lead, 42-40. Kayla LaFleur for Gibbs.
Brandon Dake, 3 of 3 thus far from the free throw line. The senior knocks it down. He's got 13. The Mavericks with the biggest lead, 3. Here's that 2-2-1 press. Pass deflected by Dake, controlled by Gibbs. And tough shot inside would not go. Ball batted out of the way. That's number 24, Gage Walker. The junior has come in for Gibbs. Turner spot up three, shot blocked.
Deflected.
That's Strickland with the block. Here comes Dake. Over to Hopper, controls it. Left corner, Strickland, cut off. Up top to Lawson. And timeout. Good timeout by Coach Jeffers. His team was a little bit out of sorts there, but that's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with him with 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's Anderson County 43, Gibbs 40, district tournament semifinal. AC basketball brought to you by Mike Hammond of Master Battery. Welcome back in to Union County High School. It'll be Anderson County basketball. They lead 43-40. 36 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It's Dake, Nelson, Strickland, Craig, and Lawson on the floor for Coach Jordan Jeffers. Assisted by Jordan Shipley and Tony Lambert. And Strickland to the basket. His shot was blocked. And Strickland, the ball was going out of bounds. He hit it, and it will be Gibbs basketball. So here come the Eagles now. Here comes the trap in the backcourt. 20 seconds to play here in the third. Turner gets it up ahead to Walker. Three-pointer by Bates misses. Rebound, Craig. 10 seconds. Over to Nelson. Nelson spinning. Cut off, gets it up, and goes!
What a way to finish off the third. Ethan Nelson gets the bucket to go, and the Mavericks lead by 5, 45-40.
Lambeau, your thoughts on the third quarter?
Wake-up call. Mavericks with the wake-up call in that third quarter. I got a feeling we'll have a big talk with Tony Lambert after this game is over with.
And then
You've got Coach Lambert amping up Coach Jeffers, and when you get those two going, who knows what's going to happen. So they were talking down there.
So we'll take a little break and be back for the fourth quarter watching AC basketball, brought to you by Mike Hammond of Master Battery.
We're live here for the fourth quarter. Mavericks leading 45-40. Brandon Dake with the inbounds to Trent Strickland. And here we go. Fourth quarter, deciding factor in this first of two semifinal games in the District 4 tournament. And Hayden Craig was intended to go to Brandon Dake, throws it out of bounds.
Turnover number 5 unofficially on Anderson County. First turnover of the second half. Anderson County outscored Gibbs 21-6 there in the third quarter, and a blocking foul as Turner was sandwiched. Who'd they get? They got Strickland.
Strickland. That's going to be his second foul.
Trent Strickland.
First foul for the Mavericks in the fourth.
And Craig with the steal. Strickland with a bucket.
What a move by Strickland. First points on the night for the senior. And travel violation on Reed Daniel.
Defense, defense, defense. The Mavericks with a steal and force that turnover right there with the trap. They lead by 7 now with the ball, and they lose the ball. A little mix up there on the handoff between Strickland and Lawson. It'll be Gibbs basketball. So both teams are a little sloppy here. Start the fourth quarter, 7:20 to play in the game. Mavericks by 7. They trailed by 10 at half. Here's Turner. Open is Wolosik for 3. It's good. As Gibbs only had 6 points there in the third quarter. They hit that first basket. Gets it back to 4, 47-43. That's the first 3 of the second half for either team. Craig spinning on Walker, and a foul on the floor on Gage Walker of Gibbs.
23 on, that's going to be Caleb. No, that's Gage Walker. His first.
Referee said he got him upside the head. Can't do that. There's the Mavericks with it. Gibbs man-to-man. Nelson up top now to Craig. Trying to oscillate Craig. Here he goes. Shot up, no good. Dake with the tip, no good. A rebound controlled by the Eagles. That was LaFleur. Gets it to Turner. Turner. Cut off. Right wing, Wolosik, another 3. Will not go. Rebound battle for control by Trent Strickland of Anderson County. Up ahead to Craig. He tried to get it to Lawson in the opposite corner. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be Anderson County basketball. It's number 1, Chase Norman of Gibbs checks back in. He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, he's got to be careful picking up that last foul.
Who's he guarding? Here's Nelson. Dake open for 3. No good. Rebound, LaFleur. 5:50 to play. 47-43, Anderson County. Here's Turner. He's been held to 2 points here in the second half. Daniel on the baseline, and he scores. And just like that, Gibbs has cut it down to 2, 47-45. 5:30 to play in the game. Mavericks need a basket to keep the heat on. Mavericks working it around the Hornets. Dake, heel drive off the glass, will not go. Another rebound for LaFleur. So Anderson County's getting some good looks inside Lambeau. Shots not going down.
Can't capitalize. That's been the theme. They need to capitalize on these any chance they get. Wolosek for the lead. Got it.
Lee Wolosik, back-to-back 3s, gives the Eagles the lead once again, 48-47. 4:50 to play in the game. Here's Strickland now with it. Gibbs really packing it in. Yep, Craig driving on Norman, loses the ball. Kicks it back out to Lawson for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound again by LaFleur. That's 4 straight rebounds for Caleb LaFleur. Gibbs now leading by 1 with the ball. Daniel on the baseline. Ball's loose. And a timeout called by Gibbs alertly as Norman was in trouble. And right now we'll go ahead and take it with them. 4:19 to play in the game. Gibbs leads 48-47. Full timeout for the Eagles. Be right back watching AC basketball on the Maverick Media, sponsored by Master Battery of Knoxville. Welcome back in. The Union County High School District 4 Class AAA Tournament semifinal game. Gibbs leads 48-47. They're on an 8-0 run. As this game has really picked up the pace here in the second half. Gibbs led by 10 at halftime. Turner for three. It will not go. Rebound Craig. Craig with it. Here comes the Flying Dutchman. Takes it all the way and lays it in.
What a move by Hayden Craig, getting around the defense, gets the lead back for the Mavericks.
He's got 15. Turner tried to go through the defenders, over and back. It's the call. He tried to split the defensive trap by Lawson and Nelson and lost the ball. And when he went to retrieve it, he was called for backcourt. 49-48, Anderson County. 3:59 to play. The Mavericks in the lead once again. Gibbs has led pretty much the whole way. They only trailed by 3-2 in the first half. Anderson County took the lead there late in the third as Strickland loses it, picked up by Craig, has it stolen by Wollaston. 3:40 to play. Here's LaFleur with it. Mavericks man-to-man. There's Chase Norman, guarded by Brandon Dake. Gets it over to Wollaston. Got Ethan Nelson guarding Turner. Turner way up top. Gets it to Turner, and a foul on Nelson. That's going to be 4 on Nelson. So he'll be replaced by Dylan Hopper, who has 3 fouls. 3:19 to play in the game. Anderson County with 2 team fouls. Gibbs with 1. So here's Gibbs with the ball. Zach Turner. He wants to drive. Loses the ball. Good defense by Craig. Another turnover on the Eagles. Turner wanted a foul, didn't get it. Anderson County basketball. Dake with it. Gets it to Strickland. Left wing corner now Lawson. 2:45 to play, and the Mavericks will back it out and evaluate this Gibbs man-to-man defense. Really not putting a lot of pressure on the Mavericks. Anderson County just content to dribble up top. Here's Lawson with it, 2:22 to play.
Seriously, just dribble it out, right? Go out, dude. Rick?
You're
Burn,
right.
burn a little clock.
Yeah. Anderson County trying to draw them out. They don't have to shoot. They got the lead. Coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Here come the Eagles. Wolasick now guarding Lawson, gets it to Craig. And a timeout called by Jordan Jeffers of Anderson County. It's a full timeout. And we'll take it with them. Your score with 1:53 to play. It's the Mavericks 49, the Eagles 48. You're watching AC basketball here in the district tournament semifinals. Brought to you by Master Battery and Mike Hammond.
A brand new year, a great time to make sure your vehicle has what it needs to give you the service you need. Take care of that with a visit to Master Battery. Cold weather is hard on your car's battery, so Master Battery wants to help you make sure your car will start every time. Right now you get a free battery with any starter or alternator purchase with install, a free battery installation on AGM battery purchases for most cars, and a free NOCO 5-amp battery charger with any generator purchase. Master Battery, 2217 Callahan Drive, 865-947-1500.
Welcome back in, Maverick fans, as your Mavericks lead by 1, 49-48. 1:53 to play in the game by Anderson County basketball. The Mavericks trying to get back to the district tournament championship. They are defending 2-time champs. and co-champs in the regular season this year. Craig with it. Turner tried to draw a foul. Up top now to Lawson. Looks like Gibbs has now gone zone defense. Gibbs has gone zone. And here's Craig. County is on. Loses his man. Gets it right corner. Hopper now in the corner. Gets it. Kick ball that time by Turner. So Gibbs mixing it up a little bit, going to a zone. I don't think they've been in a zone all night. Throwing a new wrinkle at the Mavericks. If they're going to go zone, you really could just pull it out. Lob it up top there to Strickland. Here comes a trap up top. Gets it to Craig on the right side. Minute 20-3. Play Nelson for three.
Clutch three from Nelson. 52-48.
What do you call that, Lambo?
Clutch.
Onions.
Oh, yeah. Daniel got
comes
it
right
in.
back and scores.
2-point game.
52-50. Anderson County, a minute to play. Yeah, you got to give it to Nelson. With that three in the corner, took a lot of guts. Craig now with it. Deep in trouble.
He's fouled.
And fouls on the floor. I think they got LaFleur on the floor with the foul. 51 seconds to play. LaFleur's second, team second. So Anderson County with the ball and a 2-point lead. Nelson, Lawson, Gibbs going to have to foul unless they can get a turnover. Cross court pass to Dake. Nelson with it. Alertly backs it back out. Craig holding the ball now. Gets it to Dake. Dake will drive to the basket. Missed the shot. Here's Chase Norman with up ahead to Turner. Don't foul him. Shot no good. Ball battle for. Controlled by the Mavericks. Here comes Hayden Craig. And wow, what happened there, Lambo?
Honestly, I think Norman may have stepped on the baseline. Ref didn't even see it. They didn't even call it.
The Mavericks slapped the backboard. That's normally a offensive goaltending. However, did not call it. With 22 seconds, Mavericks with the ball and a whistle and a foul. Can you smack the backboard like that?
I don't know.
We did. It caused him to miss, so I'm taking
He missed, so.
Normally when you slap the backboard after the shot, I don't know if it affected the shot or not. I'd have to see a replay on that, but
Timeout, Anderson County.
we'll take it. It wasn't no call, and 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. And Lambo, who was that went down? Was that Norman?
I think it was Norman, and from what I saw, he stepped on the baseline, and Rhett didn't even call it
And he had
out
the
of
ball
bounds.
in his hands?
I think he had a ball in his hands. Yeah, he missed. He didn't even see that.
And then he tried to throw it back in, and Craig intercepted.
Yeah.
It all happened so fast. It looked like Turner was going to have an easy layup to tie the game. I was just hoping Anderson County didn't foul him. They didn't do that, and Turner missed the layup. And Craig Dake. Dake missed an easy one inside, too. It's hard to pass it up. Anderson County was holding the ball, but he had, So it'll be Anderson County ball, leading by 2. 20 seconds to go. Inbounds to Lawson. He's fouled. So the Mavericks now in the bonus.
That's all you pretty much can do right now if you're Gibbs, just foul.
Cam Lawson, the sophomore. He is 2 of 2 from the free throw line here tonight. And the sophomore eyes the mark. No good. Lambo, see if you have better luck with this.
I'm hoping so. It's a bad time if we go cold at the free throw line here. Lawson. Second free throw, good!
I knew you was a good luck charm, Lambo. 53-50, Mavericks lead, 15 seconds to play, and a timeout is being called by Gibbs. And I believe it's a full timeout.
All you got to do is double turn the entire time.
Full timeout. And we will take a break and be right back. AC Basketball, sponsored by Master Battery of Knoxville. All right, welcome back in. 14.9 seconds to play. Big Gibbs basketball. Anderson County leads 53-50. The winner advances to the district tournament championship on Tuesday night. So Gibbs basketball. Anderson County's got some fouls to give. Only got 2 team fouls. They may waste a few. Here's Turner with it, guarded by Nelson. Nelson's got 4 fouls. He don't want to foul. Here's Turner. Tough, could not get it off. Fires a 3 and misses. Rebounded Craig. Nelson, 2 seconds, 1 second, and Nelson is fouled. And Anderson County will go to the free throw line with a 3-point lead, 1.3 seconds to play. How did Turner get that off? I thought he was going to knock it down.
Honestly, when you have a man in front of you and you get the 3 off of desperation, you're already in trouble there. Nelson, 2 free throws. First one, no good.
Just needs 1, and it's over. A free throw here. The Mavericks are going back to the district tournament championship to defend for 3 years in a row.
Second free throw from Nelson, good! 54-50.
That'll do it. 1 second, inbounds from LaFleur. Lawson intercepts, and the Mavericks have defeated the Eagles in a comeback performance here tonight. Final score, Anderson County 54, Gibbs 50. What a game, Daniel Collins. What a comeback.
What a game, what a comeback. Man, that was fun. That was a good game. I'm glad AC's got it going next, Monday, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. And we'll be playing whoever wins this next game, which is Clinton and Union County. So I'm excited. That was fun.
Lambeau.
What a finish to that one. Y'all pretty much couldn't tell, but I was pretty much standing that whole fourth quarter. That was insane. Down to the wire finish.
It was a great, Mavericks down by 10 at halftime. Came out in that third quarter, and we don't know what they were said. Tony Lambert, Jordan Jeffers, Daniel spotted it. He was outside the locker room right after they went in, so I think Lambert took over and we'll have to find out what he had to say to that team, but I don't know if we could repeat it on the air.
Honestly, I don't know if we can repeat that on the air. We'll just keep it to ourselves.
Right, but maybe we'll rephrase it a little bit. But anyway, the Mavericks win 54-50. They're going to the district tournament championship on Tuesday night. And also the Anderson County Lady Mavericks as well won earlier tonight over their arch rival, the Clinton Lady Dragons. They will be in the championship on Monday night. So we'd like to thank our sponsors, Lance Freeman for the girls game and Mike Hammond for the boys game, Master Battery, and Freeman Insurance Group for the girls. So right now, we want to take a little break or? Okay.
All right, folks, with that big win by Anderson County, both Anderson County teams winning tonight here at Union County, we will be live streaming both games next week, Monday and Tuesday. That is going to be brought to you by the high school itself. Anderson County High School is going to be the ones that are helping put on the live stream for everybody. So folks, you know, your administration at the high school, they care greatly about these kids. They care about everybody being able to watch as well. So, you know, make sure to come if you can to Union County on Monday and Tuesday. But if you can't, we'd love to have your view here on Maverick Media Productions. We try to bring the best we can. I know Sleepy and Brandon are always on top of the game. Ty Murphy is going to be doing the producing and all that on Monday. So, you know, it's great. We appreciate the high school administration and the school itself for sponsoring the next two games. I'm going to turn it back over to Sleepy and Brandon. We may take a little break here while they add up the numbers, and we may be able to get Coach Jeffers in for a after-game interview.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, get the numbers tallied. We'll be back. You're watching Maverick Basketball on Maverick Media Productions, sponsored by Master Battery. Welcome back here to Union County High School. The Mavericks victorious over the Gibbs Eagles 54-50, and will advance to the District 4 Class AAA championship game tomorrow or Tuesday evening against the winner of this next game coming up between the top seed Clinton Dragons and the Union County Patriots.
What a comeback by the Mavericks, down by 10 at halftime. You know, down by 11 at the end of the first quarter. Outscored Gibbs 21-6 there in the third quarter. And that was pretty much the difference in the game. That way Anderson County came out and played in that third quarter. They regained the lead after being down and had a 7-point lead there in the fourth quarter and actually lost the lead. Lee Wallace hit a couple of baskets, and I think Reed Daniels made a basket to give them the lead. 1-point lead. Anderson County come right back and regained it, but it was a thriller down to the end as Zach Turner missed a three-pointer, could have tied it, and then it was Cam Lawson or Ethan Nelson there hitting the free throw to make it a 4-point game. So right now, you know, that's the 20th win of the season for Anderson County, Brandon.
That to boot, 20 wins and a home game next Saturday night in the region tournament opener.
And the Mavericks, two-time defending district tournament champs, will be going for their third in a row on Tuesday night. So Gibbs also, they will be playing in the consolation game on Tuesday night. That will be at 6 o'clock against the loser of Clinton and Union County. Gibbs now drops to 13-17 overall, but they played a heck of a game here tonight. Gave the Mavericks all they wanted to have all year. You know, Anderson County won the 2 regular season meetings, very competitive games, and this one, another one once again.
Yep.
So Brandon's got the scoring for tonight's game.
4 out of the 5 Mavericks inside double figures on the night, John. That's impressive night for this Maverick team. Led in scoring by Hayden Craig with 15 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Then you have Brandon Dake, 13 points, a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 3-pointer in the game. Ethan Nelson with 12 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 threes in the game. Cam Lawson also with 12 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 threes. Trent Strickland with 2 points. Judson Ayers, Justin Munch, Dylan Hopper on the floor, did not score. Mavericks 10 of 14 from the free throw line, 6 threes in the game.
It was really a tale of 2 halves. It was all Gibbs in the first half, pretty much all Anderson County in the second. Even, you know, the numbers, not many 3-pointers made in the second half by either team. Anderson County only had 1, and Gibbs had 2. So defense for Anderson County, and you got to credit the Mavericks. You know, Zach Turner had 20 points at halftime. Held to only 2 in the second half.
Absolutely. For Gibbs, led in scoring by Zach Turner with 22 points, the only Eagle in double figures. 2 out of 3 from the free throw line, 2 threes in the contest. Lee Wolasek with 9 points, 3 threes in the contest. Brady Hughes with 5 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Reed Daniel with 4 points.
Coach.
Dalton Tipton with 3 points on 1 3-pointer. Seth Sieber with 2 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Chase Norman with 2 points. Cameron Bates, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 point. Caleb LaFleur, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Gibbs, 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 6 threes in the contest. As we're now joined by Maverick head coach Jordan Jeffers.
Turn it off? Yeah, let's go. Here we go.
And Coach, congratulations. Again, found a way to win on that one. Down to the wire for that finish. I think we're all getting worn out for that one.
Yeah, I was just telling the guys over here from Scott, it's a good thing it wasn't a beauty contest, right? Because we'd have lost. But that's what it's about this time of year. It ain't about being pretty. It ain't about even sometimes being efficient. It don't even have to make sense. It's about finding a way to win. And we played about as poorly as we played in the first half in a long time this season. We not played in 8 days. I was worried about that. And they played last night. That worried me too. Is that, they played, they were on the floor. Like, I was a little worried. Sometimes playing, there's a benefit to playing. And but I also thought if we could keep it reachable, right? We could stay within reach. That that we could hopefully get in their legs, and I don't know if that's what happened. I really just think we just competed harder in the second half. We played harder, and a credit to Gibbs, though. Coach Aaron Large does a really good job. The guys play with a lot of confidence. They shoot it with a lot of confidence. Obviously, everybody knows Zach Turner is league MVP 2 years in a row, and he's really hard to guard. What do you have tonight?
22.
We had 20 at halftime.
Right, we held him to 2 in the second half. Didn't even let him shoot it much, but we did a much better job. But it ain't, he does a good job. Zach does. Obviously, he's a good player, but they do a great job. Other guys around him making shots and making it difficult. That's why it's kind of hard. We just sold out and double teamed Zach in the second half, but they got guys that make shots. Lee and 20, the Tipton kid, LaFleur, and then one's tough in the paint. So, it is what it is. You find a way to win. I'm proud of our guys for finding a way to win. I wasn't real happy how we played. Still ain't, but I'm proud of our guys for finding a way to win.
Certainly are, and now we saw you. Daniel saw you not in the locker room with the rest of the guys. You sent Tony Lambert into the locker room. What do you tell the guys before you head back out there?
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't go in at halftime. I didn't think there was anything that I could say that would be productive. I thought I wasn't in a good mental space to go in there and talk to them, and that's me. That ain't our guys. I was just frustrated. But I've done this for a little while and done it a few times. So I'm blessed with good assistants to go in and handle it and make the adjustments. They know. It ain't like there's really, at this point in the year, there ain't nothing you can go in there and say. Go in there and be a player, make a play, right? We're not playing hard. So, I don't know. I don't know what they talked about. So I didn't go in there till late. So, but we wanted to come out and get the heat up a little bit and gas them up. Scored 6 in the first 51 seconds of the third quarter. And I think really that changed the game. Our ability to turn them over early in the third and go on that little run, that was really the difference in the game, the rest of the game.
Certainly was. With this win, you also got another home region tournament quarterfinal game next Saturday night against the winner of the loser of the consolation game in 3. But you look now at this here. We're gonna make this real quick. Who do you like? I know you don't like to pick, but who do you like to play?
Union's gonna have their hands full tonight with Clinton. Clinton's playing as good as anybody in East Tennessee, so be a hard one. But Union been on their home floor playing last night. Clinton's not played in a few days, so I don't know. Be interested, but Clinton's playing about as good as anybody right now, so it'd be hard to bet against Coach Lockhart and the Dragons.
All right, thanks, Coach,
for
the time.
We need a great crowd here. We need a great crowd here Monday night for our girls, Tuesday night for our boys. I appreciate you guys. Go Mavs.
Hold on, Coach.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if you've heard yet, but we do have sponsors.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
We'll be broadcasting both games next week.
Praise the Lord. That's awesome.
So I know that you always.
Mavland's the best.
Mavland's the best. I know you appreciate all the,
awesome.
the viewers, and so I just want to let you
Appreciate
know that we've
Thanks,
already
guys.
got a sponsor.
Appreciate you, Mavland. Go Mavs. Appreciate you.